are not having a good morning. Yeah, I just did that. I opened the wrong compartment. So I got a lot of shoveling to do. We're having a first here. I've never had this problem. So this bin is a brand new concept bin. We put some warm wheat in it. And this was the bin that, if you go back a few videos, we were screening and it was coming out clumpy. It had actually sprouted on top and we couldn't get it all off the sides. So this morning I go to fill my bin like I always do. If I'm ever filling a bin and it is empty, I always open the gate, and in the case of fertilizer, I always put cat litter in the throat of the bin. Well, I couldn't get much movement. I got the gate about half open. You can see there's still a bit of wheat hung up, but it had come down and froze. So we got to clean that up. So obviously not going to be able to do a whole lot about that stuff, but this on the ring, no problem. Okay, we got all that out. The gate chipped off. I had to get a scraper, but she turns real nice right now. There's still a little bit on the back side of that gate. Cleaned up, pretty nice. We'll throw some kitty litter on it. Looks pretty good. There. As you can probably hear, the auger's got some wear. The bottom end fighting, yeah, it's getting sharp. We got to make a decision at some point this year on what we're going to do with this auger. The 1385, no issues with it anymore. I fixed a couple minor issues we had with it. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't have the gear reducer where the PTO is, which isn't the biggest deal when it comes to running it on the T6 175, because it's got the flippable PTO. So when it's running 540 RPM on the PTO, it's like 1800 RPM. Really sweet range to be in. Plus it's way quieter than the 4650. The 4650 is probably cranked up to about 210, 220 horsepower. I don't even know what the base horsepower is on this. I'd have to look it up. But it was cranked up when Dad bought it. I think Dad bought it when I was like maybe 8 years old. But the real kicker is when it's running, the PTO needs to run at 540 for this auger. When that's happening, the tractor itself is only like 1150 RPM, which is probably puts it around like 110 horsepower. Not a lot of torque at that low RPM. They're designed to run up another, like I said, actually this one I think for 1,000 on the PTO you need to run at 2100 RPM. would really be nice to be able to run it where you've got max torque and really clog it. You know, this time of year, who cares? I can spend all day moving fertilizer. It doesn't really affect anything. But during harvest, when you're taking twice as long to unload because you can't fill the auger, that's an issue. The other thing is, when we're on the 1385, we need to have the hydraulics engaged to run the power swing. So that's another probably 10 horsepower lost off the top. Because it's not that it's always running, it's always under pressure, under load. So our next auger, we got to make sure it's going to fit the bins that we're going to be putting up. I'm thinking, Rob, I was told by the salesman 1385 should be fine. So then we'll have a good backup, the 1385. I would love to go to a 16-inch auger. I don't think we're there yet. That will probably be the next auger. But I'm thinking a 1395 with the hydraulic swing and the gear reducer so that we can run this tractor at full horsepower and really flog it. So, just like I was saying, we're not running at max horsepower. Oh, this might be bad. I was opening the gates, kept on going, and every now and then you get a big woof of fertilizer, big landslide. Tractor stalled out. We'll have to see what we can do. Hopefully we don't break any shear bolts. I might have to reverse this. I'm just gonna take a little more torque. Uh-oh. Get moving. Actually, we're gonna try something here. This is probably gonna fall. There's not much I can do about it. Well, we got a hopper full. Plus I took about 10 scoops with that little shovel. Now I gotta dig the crap out of here so I can close this again. The big thing is I don't wanna break the shear bolts. That's just it's not a horrible job, it's just awkward. So hopefully we got enough of a gap in here that we drained out this whole top and there, that maybe she'll go. Not working. Well, we're gonna reverse. Oh, yep. Now we got a different problem. Well, we still have the same problem, and we got another one. So there's not enough stroke here for me to get it off the drive, let alone get it, because I need another inch to get it onto the reverser. 70 feet of auger, but it's going up at a pretty sharp angle versus 20 feet there. If I take that chain off, the kicker is, can I get it back on? If I can take that chain off, it means that this end won't drive. Pliers. Those are what, 3/4? 1, 2, and 3, I think. Yeah. Okay. Side cutters. Well, that worked. Hopefully, there's no reason anything here should be flat. I rebuilt this the other year. I just gotta. Wow, that's got a lot of wear for not a lot of hours. We are not having a good morning. Yeah, I just did that. I opened the wrong compartment. So I got a lot of shoveling to do. So We've had that trailer for 3 years. That's the first time I've ever done that. Ah! All right, we've had a moment to think about things, cool down. We're shoveling one way or the other, but if we go like this, that ain't so bad. So I'll just leave the tractor at a low idle and shovel that away. Ah! Well, I think we're just gonna baby things from now on. I want to get done this today. So this bin is the same blend as what I'm putting into here. It's actually full to just below, like it's between the top of the T and the sight glass. So I'm gonna say there's only room for about 4 ton in there, maximum. This one is just above the weld seam, about 3 inches. Maybe the width might, no, not even. So I'm guessing that between the two of them, I probably could get about 25 ton. But I chickened out. I had enough issues earlier today that I'm not gonna try and top these bins right off, because those two bins are canola blend, and they're very, very close in NPKs. It's just that this one has a little more, well, we put the ESN in it just to boost our protein. If I had filled both of these, I might be able to just trickle in a little bit on top. But like I said, I chickened out. I'm guessing that I could probably get 20-ish in there and 5 in there. 4-ish, 5. And then blah, blah, a little, this one I think is the good one. That one's got bad grain in it. So, as I said, I chickened out. I only took 20 ton. I'm pretty sure it'll all fit in here. I do have room for a little extra there. I should have filmed when I was up top, but I'm down here. So what I did, I put 10 in the front, 5 in the back. I'm gonna put my 5 in, crawl in, I gotta sweep out, and then I'll start unloading the front one, and I'll climb up for that, and hopefully everything fits in that one. I got a feeling it won't, just because of the way today's gone. Not too bad, a little bit of dust over there and a little on the slope. Wind's not the right way for this. Okay, I'll take a moment and clean things up a bit. That wind was from the absolute wrong direction. Be topping off a bin. Barely make out my emblem. So it fit. 15, maybe room for one more. So I'm gonna start referring to these as 106. I wonder I couldn't see. And there's one more thing. Dang. Thought that looked funny when I was cleaning it out. At least we can swing that out of the way. I must have either broken a chain or lost the keyway. When I opened her up, that keyway fell out. But we had a common issue with this thing back in the day. and it seems to have kind of done itself in again, where everything kind of walks out. All the set screws get a little bit loose and everything walks out, because that guy should be flush with the end. Hopefully this has enough jam to do this and we don't break the cable. Good. That's good. That's what we wanted to happen, because now this guy should turn free. I'm gonna go get myself cleaned up a little bit first. I just opened that up and it fell off. So you can see it was hardly on there. So we're gonna fix that somehow. Feel like it would be a smart thing just to start putting a little bit of a tack on these. All right, we are back together. I'll set her down, we'll get this thing cleaned out. We'll deal with the rest tomorrow. So if you enjoy these kinds of videos, please like and subscribe. There's always more mistakes to be made around the farm, and odds are I'm going to film it.